Effective Appraisals Part 4. The final presentation in this series focuses on the appraisal interview and review. Here we will explore the interview and review process of an appraisal, a critical component in ensuring accurate, fair, and comprehensive evaluations. This process involves gathering insights through structured interviews, analyzing documentation, and reviewing performance or property details to form an objective assessment. By examining each step, from preparing questions and conducting interviews to cross-verifying information and providing feedback, we aim to highlight best practices, common challenges, and strategies to maintain transparency and consistency. Understanding this process not only enhances the credibility of appraisals, but also fosters trust among stakeholders, whether evaluating employee performance, real estate, or other assets. Creating an open and pleasant atmosphere at the start of an appraisal interview is important because both the manager and the employee may feel anxious, and a positive tone helps ease tension and encourages honest communication. Establishing rapport builds trust, making the employee feel valued and respected rather than judged. Clearly explaining the purpose of the interview and outlining what will be discussed provides structure and transparency, which reduces uncertainty and defensiveness. When employees understand that the meeting is meant to review performance, recognize achievements, and identify development opportunities, they are more likely to engage openly and participate constructively in the discussion. Raising topics one at a time during an appraisal interview is important because it keeps the discussion clear, focused, and easy to follow. Addressing and agreeing on each point before moving on helps prevent misunderstandings and ensures that both the manager and employee fully explore performance issues, achievements, or development needs. This structured approach also reduces the risk of overwhelming the employee with too much information at once. At the same time, being flexible allows the conversation to flow naturally and respond to important concerns as they arise, while still ensuring that all planned topics are covered. This balance between structure and flexibility makes the appraisal interview more productive, thorough, and fair. In an appraisal interview, it is important to aim for the appraisee to do most of the talking, because this encourages self-assessment, reflection, and active participation in the process. When employees speak openly about their achievements, challenges, and goals, managers gain deeper insight into their performance and motivation. Using open questioning techniques, such as questions that begin with how, what, or why, promotes detailed responses rather than simple yes or no answers, leading to more meaningful discussion. Recording responses is equally important, as it ensures accuracy, provides a clear record of what was agreed upon, and helps track progress and development over time. The aims of an appraisal interview will only be achieved if the appraisee feels comfortable enough to contribute fully and openly, as meaningful evaluation and development depend on honest two-way communication rather than a one-sided assessment. Encouraging participation helps employees take ownership of their performance, reflect on their progress, and engage in setting future goals. At the same time, the manager must be observant and sensitive to body language, as nonverbal cues such as posture, facial expressions, and tone can reveal feelings of confusion, discomfort, or disagreement that may not be spoken aloud. Being attentive to these signals allows the manager to respond appropriately, clarify misunderstandings, and maintain a supportive and constructive atmosphere throughout the discussion. Being a good listener during an appraisal interview is essential because it shows respect, builds trust, and ensures that the appraisee feels heard and valued. Managers should remain open to the ideas, perspectives, and suggestions of the employee and avoid forming preconceptions before the discussion takes place, as this promotes fairness and objectivity. Completing each part of the appraisal form as it is discussed helps maintain accuracy, keeps the meeting structured, and ensures that important points are properly recorded while they are fresh in both parties' minds. Finally, aiming for agreement on key outcomes, such as performance ratings, development needs, and future goals, encourages mutual understanding and commitment, making it more likely that the appraisal will lead to positive action and improved performance. During the interview, Step 1. Start by establishing a rapport. Both parties may feel a little anxious to start. Step 2. Introduce the meeting, the purpose of the appraisal, what will be discussed. Step 3. Raise topics one at a time. Target yourself to complete and agree each topic before you move on to the next. Be prepared to be flexible and juggle the order if necessary. However, cover everything. Step 4. Aim for the appraisee to do most of the talking. The self-appraisal will help. Use open-ended questions. Record responses. Remember, the aims of the appraisal will only be achieved if the appraisee can fully and openly contribute. Step 5. Be a good listener. Be open to the concepts and ideas of the appraisee. Listen without preconceptions. Be observant. Be sensitive to body language. Step 6. Complete each part of the appraisal form once it has been discussed. Aim for agreement. Concluding an appraisal interview with a positive summary is important because it reinforces achievements, acknowledges effort, and leaves the employee feeling motivated and valued. Reviewing the main points discussed and confirming mutual understanding of any agreed action steps ensures clarity and shared commitment moving forward. This helps prevent misunderstandings and strengthens accountability for development goals or performance improvements. Finally, having both parties sign the document provides a formal record that the discussion took place and that the key points were documented, even if full agreement was not reached on every issue. This maintains transparency and supports a fair and professional appraisal process. If the appraisee refuses to sign the appraisal document, it is important for the manager to endorse the form accordingly, indicating that the discussion took place, and still provide the employee with a copy. This ensures transparency and maintains a clear record of the appraisal while respecting the employee's position. In cases where there is a dispute or disagreement, the manager should remind the appraisee of the organization's appeals procedure, giving them a formal avenue to raise concerns or challenge decisions. This approach helps maintain fairness, protects both parties, and upholds the integrity of the appraisal process. After the appraisal interview, it is important to follow up on any actions that were agreed upon during the discussion. This includes implementing development plans, providing training or support, and addressing any performance issues identified. Managers should also monitor progress to ensure that the agreed objectives and targets are being met, and check that all commitments made during the appraisal are carried out effectively. Following up in this way reinforces accountability, demonstrates that the appraisal process is meaningful, and helps both the employee and organization achieve their performance and development goals. Recording the performance review. Note: an appraisal form is a working document. It should be in regular use, as a reference document on objectives and plans when reviewing progress. Its purpose is to record agreements on performance achievements and personal development plans. It should be reviewed regularly, not left in a file until the next review. Stay on our YouTube channel for more topics. There is a link in the comments. Use it to download a hard copy of these presentations.